And we are live. Okay, so have you guys stretched out?
Yes.
Sure. Enough.
Okay, Chamonix, great.
Push.
Okay, what we're going to work on today are some core Seirenkai hand techniques, basics, Kihon Waza, blocks, punches, strikes, and we're going to do some combinations as well. We'll do leg techniques another time. We're going to do some of this from our basic stances, so Sanchin Dachi, what we call Fudodachi, or Yoidachi, which is a preparation stance. Some systems call that Heikodachi, which is a parallel stance, but essentially it's the same thing. Fudodachi means something different in other contexts and other systems. But we're going to start off for now, just feet parallel. Let's put out the left fist, punching to Jushin, to the center line. So halfway between the shoulders, right to the center line. Target is about solar plexus level. Seirenkai, we're retracting up high on the rib cage, and we're going to do the first 10 slowly, studying the techniques, brushing the ribs. Ichi. Ni. San. The hands start together and stop together. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Next 10, we're going to add a little bit more speed, a little bit more power, and you're already doing the hip rotation, which is nice. We're going to keep that up. Still punching to the center line, slight bend in the elbow. Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Last 10 are going to be with speed and power. Normally we would ki, but we're going to hold the ki's. For now, just breathe out a little harder on the last technique. H, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi, ha, ju. 10 more. H, ni, san, shi, go, roku, shichi. Hachi, ku, ju. Notice even with power, we don't raise the shoulders. We rotate the hip, and then at the end of the technique, there's a slight shift back so that you end up square, straight on with the target. Okay, shake the wrists out, arms out. Good. Sanchin Dachi. You get into Sanchin Dachi, put your right heel in front of your left toes, slide it shoulder width across, turn the front toes in, bend the knees inward. Back straight. Seiken Jodan Uki. Just trying to adjust so the camera can see the hand technique. In Jodan Uki, we're canting the body from the hips up to the shoulders, keeping the shoulders down, but not straight on. So if we miss, we don't take that punch right in the face. We're canting slightly. Rotate to the vertical. Blocking hand on the outside, rides up, twists out. Vertical, ride up the outside, twist out. Ichi. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. And now a little faster. Notice that we are riding up vertically. We're not doing the riding up in the same flatter position. We're riding up and down, covering the center line. And at the last second, it rotates out. Ready? H, ni, san, shi, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, chu. Faster with power. H, ni, san, go, ro, shichi, hachi, ku, chu. Us. Seiken Chudan Soto Uki. 4-fist middle and outside block, which means it comes from the outside, around, rotates at the end, hitting with the meaty part of the arm, and then twisting to get a little bounce. Protects the ulna. We start with the blocking hand behind the head. Again, end up angled. 1. Light cant to the body from the hips up. Prep. 2. 4. 5. The end level should be with your fist level with your chin, not blocking your face. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Good, looking good. A little more speed and power. Each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rok. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. That sound you hear are those gis brushing the rib cage on the retraction. The elbow going backwards is just as important as the block. More powerful speed. Each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rok. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good, shake it out. Us. We'll do this also from right Sanshin Dachi. Get into that the same way. Seiken Chudan Uchiuki. The last one was from the outside. This one is from the inside. Put out the hand that's going to retract, which is your left, in a fist. Again, pointed at the center line. You're going to wrap your body around that center line. Fist in the other hand. Wrap it around. You're going to bounce it off of the opposite rib cage. And your body will cant at the end, making slightly less of a target. So if a punch came in, it would glance alongside the chest as opposed to coming in perpendicular, which is good for CPR, bad for blocking. 1, 2, extend it to prep. 3, 4, 5. You should feel your body corkscrewing around your hips. Bend those knees in. You can see Sensei Greenberg there has his knees bent inward. That's what you want. 7, 8, 9, 10. A little more speed, a little bit more bounce. Move loosely, tighten at the end. Each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Last 10. Speed and power. Move loosely, tighten at the end. Each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rope. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good, shake it out. if you move too tightly, you might think you're getting very powerful, but you're going to be too slow for the block. You need to move loosely. Let your body, for any of these techniques, get the full range of motion in basics. And tighten only in that last second when you need it, and then you release again. So you're speedy to the next technique. You also want to be strong on the block and then be able to relax the muscles so you can retaliate quickly in self-defense. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Shake the wrist out again. Let's use Yoidachi. And let's do Mai Shuto Mae Uke. So we're going to put our right hand out flat this way, as if we're holding a pizza. Now the left hand will come from underneath, rounded to knife hand, front roundhouse block. To prep for the next one, turn it over. Come around like you're rubbing the top of a beach ball. Turn it under. And a slight cant from the hips up. This is different than Shuto Mae Uke that way, as in the end of Pinan Shodan. And it's different from that Shuto Mae Uke also. This is what we call Mai Shuto Mae Uke, smaller and right in front of you. Right side first, each. Knee. Nice and round. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Faster, each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Little drop down at the end of that motion. Rope. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. With a ki each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Rope. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Now wait. Okay. Let's get into left Sanchindachi. And we're going to do Shuto Mae Uke. This is a more linear technique. And we're going to do it to 45 degrees. So we're going to start off pointing my right fingers at the throat of the incoming attacker, who is coming at me from my front left corner. The other hand, as I prep, will come around next to my ear, open next to my ear. Do not grab your ear, unless you're a fan of art. So keep your hand open. Glad you like that, Sensei Greenberg. You're going to keep that hand open, and it's going to move one right past the other. And this will stop so that your knife hand, shuto, is at your sternum, kind of covering your solar plexus, with a little bit of space between your pinky and your body, which means that your fingertips are pointing straight at the attacker. This will not be overextended and it won't be bent. It will be just slightly bent, the exact same amount as when you did Uchi-Uke. Body canted from the hips up. Same side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pointing at the throat will help you retract and use your hips. 6, 7, 9, 10. Now we're going to step forward to right Sanchindachi. Do the same thing on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't pull this all the way back in this case. We usually emphasize the retraction. On certain techniques, we stop it so that the energy is directed toward the target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a little faster, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Speed and power. Reach. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Now wait. That was Shuto Mae Uke. We're going to do one we don't do all the time, but we do it at the end of one kata. And I'm going to ask you what that kata is. But let's do this in Daikoku Tsudachi. Back stance, a larger back stance. And this one's going to come from here out. Morote Shuto Mae Uke. And it comes from what kata?
Henkatsu.
No. Close to Henkatsu, but not exactly. Yes, last move of Konsan, very good. Okay, this comes from back here. The backhand is facing away. The blocking hand is near your ear again. This time you're going to augment the technique with both hands moving. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're going to step forward. We're going to do 1, and then we're going to step forward and do another 1 to that angle.
Yes.
And we're going to step back and then step forward. This.
Yes.
Yes.
So let's start in left daikokutsu. Left hand is out, and we're going to go forward to the right. 1. Step back. 2. Block. Strike. Step back. Block. Strike.
Wow. Into it.
It's different. Step back. Block. Strike. The attackers are not the same. The point here is that this could be both a block and a strike. So now, if I hit this person, the next person's coming over there, I can either move to them, initiating the defense, and use this as a strike. Or I can take care of this person, now defend against this person. This?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do 10 more. Ready? 1 count, 2 moves. Each. Knee. San. Sheep. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hach. Ku. Ju. Now, shake it out. Right san shindachi. Koken age uke. Actually. Shote Roshi. Take the fence. Accentuate this part of the hand. That's your weapon. And then the palm heel here. That's your weapon. Right, left side first. 1, 2. Retract and shote. 3, 4, 5. Quickly lock both techniques. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Horizontally, same thing. Shote, koken. So it's kind of the reverse. Before it was koken, shote. Now we're doing shote, koken. Don't go so far past you that you lose power. The idea is solely to block what's going to hurt you, then to move in quickly. Let's remember, both weapons can be your retaliation. So you can retaliate with shote, or you can block with shote, retaliate with koken. Horizontal, left hand first. Each. Ni. San. Technique, the hand executing the technique is on top. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi.
It's 20 hours.
Hachi. Ku. Ju. Sensei Lambrecht, I know you have to bow out.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. Good luck in your meeting.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, let's do 10 more. You do too, Victoria?
No, I was just waving goodbye to Carl. Sensei Lambrecht.
Oh, well, that's a nice thing to do. Okay. Let's do it again. 10 more. Each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. H. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hach. Ku. Ju. Now okay, now we're going to do a couple of Uraken Waza. So back. Let's start off with one that's a little tricky for a lot of folks. So what better way to tackle it than through social media? We're going to do Uraken Mawashi Uchi Ippon Ken. Found in what Seirenkai kata?
No. Sen.
There you go. Good call. Okay, so we're going to start with the striking hand behind your back. It's going to come around like you're going to hit the person in the temple, and at the last second, it converts almost to a Uraken Oroshi or a Shomanuchi. So the striking hand starts behind, last second, convert it, change the direction.
What stance do you want?
Sanchindachi.
Us.
Can't believe you couldn't see that for yourself.
Well, I mean the camera angle.
Everybody's got an excuse, Sensei Greenberg.
Especially me.
Okay, let's come around from striking hand behind. Start with your right hand, slowly for the first 10. 1, round, convert it. Prep. 2, last second, convert it. Prep. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This was a favorite technique of Shihan Paul Orel, my sensei. Okay, 10 with speed and power. Each. Knee. 3 more. San. Shi. Go. Now 8. Us. Okay, we've got 10 minutes. Okay, good. Let's do the same idea. This time, we're going to stick with the Uriken Mawashi Uchi Ippon Ken. So we're not going to change it. We're going to use that directly to the temple. Us.
Us.
1, 2, 3. Make sure there's a hook, a bend in the arm. Victoria, just make sure you're not over rotating. I can't tell from the angle of the camera. You might be fine, but just make sure you don't over rotate and shoot past yourself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 with speed and power. Each. Knee. San. Shi. Oh. Rope. Shichi. Hachi. Ju. This particular technique was a favorite of one of Shihan Orel's main sensei, who was Masoyama, who most people have heard of, founder of Kyokushin. It's a very power-oriented technique. It allows you to put a lot of body into it. The risk is if you don't have the control, you're putting yourself at risk if you miss. So if you miss that, you've now overshot the target and your face and head are exposed and maybe your body. So that's why you need to have kime, focus, for any of these, but especially for some of the riskier ones and the ones you commit to even more. If you put kind of the bigger the reward, the bigger the risk. So a high kick, if you kick somebody in the head, you could take their head right off. Big reward in self-defense, if the situation's appropriate. But if you miss, big risk to you.
Us.
Same with the hand techniques, which we often don't think about. Good. Let's shake that out. Let's do a few more basic back fist strikes, Uriken. We'll do right Sanchindachi. Stack the fists on top of each other, so you're going to have your right tetsui on top of your left hand. And you're going to strike out to the spleen area with the back big knuckle and then one next to it. And then it's going to snap back underneath. So it goes out from the top, comes back underneath. Other side goes out from the top, comes back underneath. Now, how do we don't have a retraction for this one. It's not a thrusting technique, it's a snapping technique. It's an uchi. So Uriken Sayu uchi, as opposed to tsuki or thrust. This is a snap, but you still put body in it. and it comes back faster than it goes out.
Us.
So your right side first. Ich. E. San. Shi. Look at your target and then look back straight ahead. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. 10 with speed and power. Ich. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Let's shake it out. And generally when we do Yuriken Hizouchi, we also do Yuriken
Sayouchi.
Sayouchi. Very good. So you're going to start this one with your fists facing each other, not touching, and a little space between them, about shoulder level. This one goes out this way and comes back. The other one stays put. You get power from the snap, bringing it back faster than it goes out, and from a little bit of body turn so that you're putting some power in it. You do not want to do this behind yourself. So from this angle, you can see, I don't want to go behind myself this way. That also puts me at risk. Right side first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more with speed and power. Each. Knee. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Good. We're going to run out of time any second. If it cuts out, consider us having bowed out already. So we'll start early and then we'll keep going, right? Us.
Us.
Keep going until this Zoom thing cuts us off. Us.
Us.
Let's do Yuriken Shomenuchi, which we do this way, like a double uchi-uki. If you know Sanchin kata, that's in there, but we do it a little bigger here. And then pull the elbows in as close as you can get them. Some of you get them closer than I can. And we're gonna go out with the Yuriken straight to the front, like a jab, but inverted. Little body in it too. Keep your head level. Right side, each. Ni. San. Bridge of the nose is a good target. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Speed and power. Each. Ni. San. Shi. Go. Roku. Shichi. Hachi. Ku. Ju. Let's shake it out. And perpendicular, so facing the camera. So we run out of time here. We're going to step in by pivoting forward. So we're going to take our right foot, step forward 90 degrees and turn. Shote, as in what kata? Say it.
Morote.
Morote. Only we're stepping in instead of stepping back. So we're going to do shote and drop down in here. And Yuriken Shomenuchi to the side. So Yoko Yuriken Shomenuchi, as in what kata? And Erin?
I keep thinking Konsan.
Think one earlier.
Kanmi.
Very good. I didn't even hear you say Konsan. So we're going to step in, shote, drop it down, Yoko Yuriken Shomenuchi.
Us.
Okay, ready? 1, shote block, drop it down, Yoko Yuriken Shomenuchi. Now we're just going to step back 180 degrees. Shote, drop it in, Yuriken Shomenuchi. Now we're going to step forward. Shote, drop it in, Yuriken Shomenuchi. Back. 2, 3, 4, block, prep, Uriken. 5. Make sure that block is there. Drop it, Uriken. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now 8. Okay, everybody, great work. These were mostly very basic with a few that were a little bit more advanced.
Yes.
Hopefully some different stuff for everybody, and it's great to see you. Stay safe.
Yes.
You too.
Okay, great. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Yes, you too.